Shalom from the Valley of Armageddon. Behind me you can hear the F-16s taking off from the nearby airbase of Ramat David. I don't know if you can hear them. There's a lot going on right now, as you can hear. Well, the reason why I wanted to come live is because Aleppo, the largest city in Syria, had just fallen in the hands of the Russians, Iranians, and of course the Syrian regime. You can hear right behind me the F-16s in Israel are scrambling. Today is a very happy day for the Israeli Air Force as we are receiving our first F-35s, and the F-35s are here, first Air Force in the world to receive them outside of America for a reason. And the reason is such as news that we just heard. Aleppo has fallen. Russian, Iranian, and Syrian regime control is being completed in the next few hours. All the rebels' strongholds have fallen. And the reason why I'm coming live is just to tell you that the focus from now on is going to be shifted to Damascus. Keep your eyes on Damascus, as I said, because this is where Israel is normally attacking to stop very dangerous shipment of weapons towards the Hezbollah. And of course, we are concerned that things will fall into the wrong hands. Now you have to understand, the Russians are right now having control of the largest city in Syria. Their ongoing bombardment have yielded finally their expected fruits, and the rebels couldn't take it anymore. It all started falling down middle of last week when the stronghold of the rebels was divided into two, and that was the beginning of the end of the rebels in Aleppo. Aleppo, the largest city in Syria, has fallen in the hands of the Russians, Iranian, and of course the Assad regime. And what you need to understand right now more than ever before, as you can hear the F-16s in the background here in the Valley of Armageddon behind me, this is now going to cause a great shift of world attention, and the rebels' attention, and the Russians and just the Iranians. Everyone is going to try and secure Damascus, and if something goes wrong in Damascus, it will have that type of implication, or that type of consequences in regards to Bible prophecy. We need to remember also that what we see right now, people are asking me, how come Israel is having so much success in the international arena, in the diplomatic one? How come Israel becomes friends with Arab countries, with African countries, with some Europeans and South Americans? How can that sit or settle with Ezekiel 38? And what I'm saying is, this is exactly what Ezekiel 38 says, that Israel will be strong, prosperous, safe, and secure. The only countries that will attack Israel are those that are already preparing themselves to do so. But the rest of the world will not take part of it, and the rest of the world will criticize it. So the fact that Israel is doing well financially, diplomatically, politically, is part of Bible prophecy being fulfilled, as far as I'm concerned, and as far as how Ezekiel 38 is introducing Israel to all of us. So I wanted to give you this live update so you understand things are escalating in a very rapid way. And interestingly enough, once the world's attention was on Aleppo, the city of Palmyra, which was released from ISIS control, is now back in ISIS control. ISIS is amazing. I mean, what they do is that they attack, and once they're being pushed out, they go to the desert to regroup, and they're using a split of a second that the world is not paying attention, and they go and attack again. That's what happened to Palmyra. That ancient city is now once again in the hands of ISIS. So ISIS is not over. The Iraqi front with Mosul is far from being over. And of course, what we see is an interesting development in Syria right now. Again, Aleppo, the largest city in Syria, had just fallen in the hands of the Syrian regime, the Russian military, and the Iranians. They are more than ever before ready now to secure their position and regroup for the next move, which I believe is Ezekiel. Right behind me, the Valley of Armageddon. Right behind me, you can hear the scrambling F-16s as Israel is gearing up for a very interesting chapter in its history. The F-35s, what we call Adir, the Great, is on its way. There was a little delay in their takeoff from Italy, but the first two F-35s that will ever be purchased by any foreign military are actually on their way to the Nevatim Air Base to be handed over to the Israeli Air Force. This is going to be an interesting move. My little boy is here. He wants to say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Okay. And having that amazing strategic advantage of having the F-35s might not last long, because we know that the stealth advantage of that F-35 is probably, an amazing thing. But don't forget that a couple of years ago, the Iranians had a stealth drone that was shot down, and they own now, or they hold now, that technology, and they're trying to figure out what it is, and it won't be long until they realize how to, develop such technology themselves. But right now, Israel will be the most advanced air force in the world outside of the United States. Remember, not only that we're going to get the F-35s, but we're going to perfect the F-35, because we're going to put our own avionics and our own weapon systems, and we're going to take the amazing abilities of that fighter jet, and we're going to take it to a higher level. The F-35 can see targets way before the target can see it, and it can not only be an amazing way to attack and surprise, but also to be able to soften targets for other fighter jets like the F-16 and F-15s that we already have, to come in a much more secure surroundings once the anti-aircraft systems are destroyed, and then be able to attack. So not only that he's going to see and not be seen, it's going to lead and not be felt. It's going to be a great advantage for us. We're so happy that we're able to purchase it. Israel was part of 7 countries that helped developing the F-35s. We had a lot to do with the actual helmet, which is the most advanced helmet of any fighter jet in the history. And we're looking forward to getting them this afternoon in a beautiful ceremony in southern Israel. So the news: Aleppo has fallen. The attention is going to be shifted to Damascus. Keep your eyes open. Bible prophecies unfolding. And I will say shalom and goodbye from the Valley of Armageddon in northern Israel. God bless you. I love you. And we can't wait to talk to you more about things that are going on right now in the Middle East. Bye-bye.